Coach Music, thank you for taking the time after the game to talk with me. Congrats on the win. I know it wasn't easy going through, especially the first three quarters. And even though you had a 16-point lead going into the fourth, it really felt – no, you're good. We can restart. They can edit it.
Okay, she's fine.
Okay. All right. Coach Music, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, especially right after the game, to take a few minutes to talk with me. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
So going through the first three quarters, even though you had a 16-point lead heading into the fourth, it really felt like a close ball game. It really felt like it could go either way, even though the scoreboard said differently. It just seemed like you guys couldn't hit a shot and things weren't going right defensively. You really weren't turning the ball over. What did you see happening on the floor?
I thought our shooting in the first half wasn't very good. Obviously, we were decent in the paint in the first quarter. We did okay, but we only made 4 threes in the first half, and it hasn't been what we've been doing lately, and that really halted us. We weren't able to get as many traps. Their point guard's really good, and for some odd reason, every time we play OBU in the last few years, it's hard to trap them and hard to do what we do. So that kind of affected us a little bit, in my opinion, because normally we get some easy layups and some transition buckets that we weren't able to get. The other thing is whenever they're not missing, you can't get the transition buckets either. And so it looked like we weren't rebounding, but they were made shots. So we were just pulling it out of the net, and then they just got back and set up in their 2-3, and they tried to shrink the possessions, and they were successful doing that in the first half. We weren't able to get out and run and do what we do. I mean, honestly, I didn't know that we would get to 90 today. I was a little concerned.
Right, yeah, through the first three quarters, it really didn't look like we were going to hit that 90 mark. But you did because of excellent offense and even better defense in the fourth quarter. Explain how your team kind of rallied around that. What were you saying to your team, and how did that really go heading into the fourth?
I told them that, we weren't playing very good shell defense. We had to go ahead and we wanted to wear them down. So if we're not trapping, we're not forcing the trap and getting that in chaos, then we have to wear them down, because obviously in the fourth quarter, they didn't score as efficiently. And that was kind of the point. We're used to playing at that speed. We're used to trapping and running for 40 minutes. And most other teams aren't. They're not conditioned for that. So our goal today was to wear them down, to get them to miss, and then pull some big rebounds. I thought we were able to get those rebounds in the fourth quarter and turn those into some points. We obviously started shooting better, but our transition was much better in the fourth quarter. And then we had to be better in the shell. I didn't feel like we executed some of the traps that we worked on yesterday in practice. But, we've had a lot of games in a short amount of time, and we have to be, more mature and more mentally tough.
So, Coach, you have a long weekend. You have Monday off. You'll jump back into it Tuesday. What are you looking for heading into Southeastern? I know you've played them once, but what are you looking forward to heading in Southeastern the second time around?
He has some players playing that didn't play us the first time, so that's going to be a slight adjustment. Briley Moon played. She's one of his best shooters. She always plays well against us, and she was back yesterday, so I'm sure she played again today. We've just got to make sure we see the mistakes that we made in our game versus them, and know that we're playing them at home where they're more comfortable, they shoot better, and they play better. And it's a long ways down to Southeastern. So that's gonna, we're gonna have to be mentally tough getting off the bus and being able to play there as well.
All right. Well, Coach, again, congratulations on the win. You're now 5-0. Keep it rolling, yeah?
Thank you. We're gonna try.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Okay.